Our next piece is Working Day and Night. It's a disco funkish kind of piece. It's written by Michael Jackson. basic straight ahead. It's by Sendoff.
everybody. My name is Jason Hilligards. I am the head of the percussion here at the high school. Welcome to our Ohio Sendoff show. Tonight is a celebration of our season before we leave for Ohio for World Championships this Monday night. This will be our first of two performances before we leave. And we're just here to have some fun. We'll have some shows. We'll send off the crew, and hopefully we've raised some money. We're going to start off here with our elementary drummers. This is the future of our program. Yeah, give it up for them. I'm going to hand it over to Grenadier Gilbert. Okay, just a reminder, we have some baskets that you can bid on and put for sale in the entryway over here in case you pass by and didn't see it. Just wanted to say that. Thank you.
All right, just gonna make an announcement for my drummers, and I promise I will turn and talk to you in just a second. Let's all put our sticks in the back. It's okay if you're sharing with a neighbor for the warm-up. Once we start our actual piece, you guys are all going to be condensed. There's going to be half of us here, half of us in the audience. So it's okay if you don't have your drum. You're fine. We're going to share for right now. If you don't have one, as long as you have someone about the same height, you guys will be okay. All right? While you're waiting right here, can you take your music stand and just push them down because we want to see your beautiful faces? Let's push them down so we can see everyone. And then don't move your actual drum. You guys are all set up. Everyone's sticks are away, standing behind a drum, facing forward, ready to go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, folks, welcome to the TCHS Sendoff Show. Give yourself a round of applause for being here. Amazing. Yeah. I love it. We are going to start off with the elementary Drumline. Let's give them a big round of applause. We have set up our drummers by section, or by school, basically. So, Cloverly drummers, raise your hand. Let's give Cloverly a big round of applause for being here. Next up, Longden drummers, raise your hand. Thank you. And last but not least, Emperor. Couple small things to share about the students and how this even happened. My name is Mr. Gilbert. I'm a visual and performing arts teacher, and I focus all on music. All that I do all day is music with K through 6 in the elementary schools. I've been a percussionist for all my life. I've taught percussion for almost 10 years now. This is my world. I taught at Temple City High School here for a couple years and worked with the Drumline here. And so this is what I do. I was really excited to bring this to some of our younger students at the elementary. All of these students are in 5th grade. And all of them, basically, with a couple of exceptions, started this year. They've never really held drumsticks before. Again, a couple students have, but for the most part, raise your hand actually, students, if this was the first time you ever held drumsticks within this class. Raise your hand. Oh, awesome, cool. So, this is kind of the end of the year progress for us. And this is our first ever performance as a class. And I want to share one more thing. We've only practiced in individual classes. So this is the first time ever that all of these students have drummed together, ever. This is going to be the first one, okay? At this point, I'd like to invite some of our high schoolers who would like to drum with us. You may stand up and come on down. We need some hands, so high schoolers in the Drumline. Yeah, right now. I have sticks for you, don't worry, okay? And we need a good amount of you guys, so go ahead and stand up, high schoolers. You can do it. And walk your way on down. It will just be 1 or 2 quick warm-ups and then we'll get you guys going. We need about 15 or 20 of you. Ready, set, go. So the cool thing about today is that these guys will get to drum with some of the high schoolers. They'll get to say hello. Front ensemble too. You guys can do it. I promise. I promise. You guys can do it. Walk your way on down. I have buckets in the stick over here. I thought that the 5th graders would be shy, you guys, but the high schoolers are shy today. Everyone give the high schoolers a round of applause so they get to turn this thing on down. Alright. So we're going to do 1 or 2 quick warm-ups for you guys to start, and then we're going to start with our first performance piece. Elementary drummers, go ahead and just warm your hands up, and I'll call us for 8 on a hand, okay? Just go ahead and start playing for just a second. on over. You guys can do it. Trust me, you guys can do it. If they can do it, you guys can do it too. Let's go. Meet a friend, say hello, tell them your name. Maybe you can go to your alma mater school. Yes, grab some sticks from the bucket, you guys. There's enough for you, I promise. All right, come on over. There's some sticks over here. And elementary and high school drummers, can you all show me sticks in position? Sticks in position. Does everyone know sticks in position? Great examples all around. Here is our first exercise. So high schoolers, this is how we're going to play it. The first exercise is called 8 on a hand. Let me do a demonstration and then we'll start all together. Just listen. I will play alone first and then we'll count you guys all together. This is the overall up. It's still 8 on a hand, but this exercise is accent tap. The first note is accent, and all the rest of the notes are taps. Let's have a competition to see who can play the lowest taps, the elementary schoolers or the high schoolers. I will do a demonstration. Listen. One and two and ready, go. Time a little bit faster. Everyone give a round of applause. High schoolers, give your buddy a high five and drop my sticks back off in the bucket. We're going to get ready to perform. Thank you guys so much. Drummers, if you are in Group City, please stay up here and condense to the center and have your music out. Connect the beat drummers. You can come take a seat really quick while we get set up, ready to go. Let's give our high schoolers one more round of applause for being so brave. So brave. All right, I know you guys are whispering about how awesome that was. Get ready to see this. This is our first tune that we're going to play for you called Groove City. I have arranged this song by myself for them. So again, these drum pads aren't the loudest, so we're going to have our listening ears on. We're going to really focus. And let's give them one more round of applause for being super ready to go, you guys. job, you guys. You can drop your sticks. You may take a seat. All the rest of our drummers, you may start to come out, okay? You guys can leave your sticks, and we're going to switch with the rest of the class, okay? So leave your things here. We're going to switch. Let's wait for them to all come down, and then you can go over. All right, so this is our second piece. This is another completely different set of students. So I have 2 periods of drum classes at my schools. At Longdon, I have 2 periods of drummers. They learn completely separate songs. Same thing at Cloverly, 2 periods of drummers, believe it or not. And at Emperor, we have 1 period, so that's why they're showing up in this piece. This is the one that they learned. This song is called Connect the Beats. Let's give them a big round of applause. we'll go stand by our drums, take one big photo, and then we're going to take our drums outside. Can we give one more big round of applause for coming up to the drums? Just go ahead and hop in a row. We'll take one picture with our sticks, and then we'll be good to go. I just want to remind everyone, not only did a lot of these students hold drumsticks for the first time, but some of them is their first time ever learning how to read sheet music. Okay, so we kind of tailored the program to start with beginners, but put on a performance at the very end of the school year. This is our first little sneak preview of that. Okay, so I'm really excited that we got to share that with you, and super proud of all of you guys for being able to get the work done to do that, and just give yourself a pat on the back for making it out here. This is nerve-wracking, honestly. It's really difficult. So come on over to stand behind in the row somewhere. We'll take one big picture. You guys can take your sticks up. You can make an X, a really cool one. This is our little photo op for all of our families. You guys can take a photo. Everyone hold your sticks up in a really cool pose, some way, somehow. There's some room over here. There's more room over here, okay? All right, and I'm going to count down for 1, 2, 3, and we're going to say drums. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Let's give one more round of applause, you guys. All right, I'm going to give some instructions for the packed up, so you can just be patient for a second.
I started drumming in the 4th grade at Cloverly Elementary. Okay, so that's the future, the hope that by the time they reach high school, they're still drumming. Thank you to all of their parents for allowing them to choose the loudest instrument in the band. So next up, we're going to have this is our sibling performing group. This is the TCHS Winter Group. We rehearse on the same days. We fight over the same practice areas. We compete on the same Saturdays and Sundays. Sorry, I'm on the way here. So while they're getting set up, we'll get the kids off. Kids, make sure to stay. We have a special thing for you later when the high schoolers come out. And color guard, you should be good to set up. Get on your way.
Tomorrow, and then our championships are in 1 week. So fingers crossed that everything's going to go great and wonderful. Brianna Yu, she is our captain. Okay. And then I have Olivia Castro, another captain. She's somewhere. And I have Addison Gardner as our co-captain. Just to let you know, Jason said that we fight for all the same times and spaces because everybody wants to be in the gym. And it's honestly true, and I kick Jason out sometimes. And I'm really grateful that he's going to Ohio because that means I get the gym twice next week. I already took it. So that's kind of it. This is our winter season spring season. In the fall, we compete with the band on the field. So in just a few seconds, we'll be set up and we'll be ready to go. I would like to point out this is the first time our mood is glowing. We're all very excited. I've replaced the lights 3 times because we keep breaking the light strand before we go to competition. So it'll be the first time tomorrow that it glows. And with that, we are all so I present to you our show titled In the Moonlight. This is Temple City High School Color Guard.
What do you want? You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a light bulb and plug it out. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. I'll give you the moon, right? I'll take it.
The moon, he hangs up that he feels his eyes is he lies to watch our hearts suspend pressure. His eyes are fires are flashing. He will unfold until he will sound familiar. He will unfold until we are all familiar. He burns his sun, he is lighter. We steal his lies with our lies in our lighter. He will unfold until we will sound familiar. He will
Yeah, give it up for the TC Color Guard. That was so good. I don't normally get to see that because we're usually practicing. we're usually practicing and performing at the same times, and then by the time I get to see it to May, and most of us are trying to remember our own shows, so this is pretty cool. Okay, so we're gonna get set up with the drumline. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Our normal setup time in competitions is 2 minutes, so I'm gonna challenge the kids to get set up quick here. We get this floor out here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the drumline take the floor in a second. So in the meantime, you can see above me here on the screen, there's some QR codes. So we're headed to Ohio this week, and we are for the first time taking our own trailer. Which had some unforeseen costs because of fuel prices. So if anybody's interested in helping us out, we would be more than happy to take a donation. You can flash your phones up here on the screen and leave $1, $2, $5. We'll take anything. We're not picky around here. So these are our mallet instruments. This is mostly for the new drummers here. This is our front ensemble. It's made of all of the melodic percussion instruments that you would see in an indoor show. Let's get the floors. Sorry, people in the front row. You're about to get a very interesting experience here.
Percussion instruments. They're mallets. You can see them actually play the keys like a piano. You have the black and white keys. They're going to play them instead of sticks. They have mallets. So they have a hard top area. But you're going to see a lot of the same technique. Okay, you're going to still see the bounce.
So basically, what you're about to see here, if you haven't seen an indoor show before, is we're in the percussion scholastic A division. So we're given 9 minutes. 9 minutes to get in to the performance area, which is always in a gymnasium or an arena. In that 9 minutes is your setup, your show, and your teardown. You have to be in and out in 9 minutes. Our usual setup time is around 2 minutes. Our show is about 5 minutes long, and that usually gives us an extra 2 minutes to get off the floor. I feel like I'm in the waiting room. Yeah, front ensemble, let's go ahead and move it back so we don't have to be in the front of everybody's space there. Okay, so one more thing as they're getting set up. We have we qualified last weekend at the Southern California Professional Alliance semifinals for finals this weekend. We will be at Cal State San Bernardino. We are one of 12 last competing ensembles of 56 high schools this year. Okay, front ensemble again, sound check. Okay, so while the battery and the visual ensemble are setting up, I'm going to turn it over to the front ensemble. They are going to do their quick warm-up sequence, something that we usually do outside before we enter the gymnasium for our competitions. And our front ensemble staffs here, I'll introduce them. This is Marissa Geeson here. And we have Ethan Lyon on this side. And ready for this, they both graduated from Arcadia High School. I was lucky enough to steal them over. Okay, for an ensemble, it's all you.
So elementary drummers, I hope you guys really get to look at all the different instruments and really see how much you can take in.
So that's our fun ensemble. They'll make all the melodic sounds there. And now for the fun. This is our battery section. It's made up of the bass drums, the snares, the tenors, and the marching cymbals. They're gonna run through their exercise sequence here for you guys. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, so while they get all of their stuff off the floor and get set up for their run of our show, I'd first like to start off by thanking the school district. All of these instruments that you see were purchased for us within the last year, 2 years. And this stuff's not cheap, but we needed it. We were in really bad shape. I can tell you that all these kids over here are super thankful for these new harnesses that are half the weight of the ones that we used to have. So, and for fun, later I'll invite everybody down to the floor, and if you'd like to see how heavy these instruments are, feel free to pick them up. It might surprise a lot of you. So, with that, we're going to perform our show. Our show this year is entitled It's Going to Rain Today. We based it off of an animated short, and basically what it is, and then you'll start to see, is that everybody tends to associate rain with maybe something gloomy, something, you know, not fun, or maybe even a little depressing. And then as you remember when you're a child, you remember that rain's actually kind of fun, right? You take your little paper boats outside, you go and you play in the water, you stomp in the puddles, you make a mess, you get wet, your parents yell at you for being wet, you come in the house, and it's all fun. So we're going to take you on that adventure here, where we see rain as something happy. And so you're going to see that rain to us is not blue. It's a different color. Okay? And you're going to see it get everywhere. It should be pretty fun. And that's basically our show this year. There's not much more to it. So, let's see, are we ready back here? Yeah? Good? Okay. Where's Ethan?
Hi, Rachel! I
You
love
want to
you!
do the show announcement part?
Rachel!
He's too nervous. Okay, I'm going to do my attempt at introducing the show for you. So, presenting their show titled, It's Going to Rain Today, Temple City High School is proud to present Temple City High School. That's our show. That's what we'll be competing this weekend. If anybody's in San Bernardino, please come out and check that out. We'll be at finals. We're going to do that one more time. What I would like to do is ask our young drummers to come out onto the floor. Maybe you can come hang out by your favorite instrument, get all nice and close. And then once they've done that, I'm going to invite the rest of you to go anywhere you'd like. We're going to do a standstill, so we're not going to be moving around, but you can step on the pink fuzzies. They're all over the floor. That's fine. You won't slip and fall, I promise. We're just going to do the music portion one more time for you. But yeah, once they get down here, parents, you want to get an up-close and personal view, come on down. You can go on the floor. You can go stand by the lights. You can go stand in front of the front ensemble. Anywhere you like. We're just here to celebrate and have a good time. Okay. Now it's free for all. Come on down. I'll give you guys 1 minute. If anybody's got your cameras out, there's a photo op about to happen back here on the floor that I think everybody might want to get. We've got the one, the only head honcho about to put on the standard drums. Here we go. Okay, are we all set to go here? Battery front, we good? Okay, let's get started so we don't drag it on too long. Feel free to move around while we're playing if you want to get up close photos or anything, that's fine. Okay, battery, we good? Everything's good? Okay, here we go. Front ensemble, here we go. Presenting their show, It's Going to Rain Today. Temple City High School is proud to present Temple City High School. thing, it'd be great if I could get everybody on the photo and just do one big group photo. All of our guests, all of our family, all of our friends, with all of our performers. Come on down. Anywhere on the floor, you can stand everywhere back here where the lights are, with the drums. Come on down. Come on down, you can get on the floor. We just cleaned it.
All right, everyone look happy. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Everyone say it's coming. It's coming. Everyone give it up for strong.
Okay, now parents, if you guys all want to join in there, get in there. Parents, grandparents, friends, family, get on the floor. Let's do one big group photo. Parents, get in there with your kids. Get in there with all the performers. We'll get a big giant group photo. Make sure it goes to the newspaper tomorrow morning. Come on, I'll get in there with you. Let's go. Come on, parents, let's go. Get in here. Get in here. Let's take a big group photo. Everybody get in there. Get behind them. Tell them how well they did. If you really loved it, leave a donation. Helps us get to Ohio. I'll give you another 30 seconds to set up, and then we're going to get our photos on here. And if you see pink fuzzies on the floor, you're more than welcome to play with them. Just don't take them home. We need those for tomorrow's performance. All right, cameras, you ready up there? Okay, here we go, families. Families, friends, everybody, here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you so much. Okay, so that concludes our evening. I want to again say thank you to everybody that was here tonight. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. This really does help us. Not only just supporting the performers, but making sure these programs are always thriving. Thank you so much. Everybody get home safe. And again, please don't take home the pink fuzzies. We need those for tomorrow. Thank you. Have a great night.